Hi guys and welcome to Quadcover Sports Talks. We'll be covering the Dortmund versus PSG match. So what a match it has been, and what a big day for the black and yellow supporters. So before we start this video, please subscribe and comment down your views about this video so that we can improve every day. And that's about it, and let's go into the analysis. First off, the first half was a bit boring and uh, also filled with mistakes from both sides, and there's nothing much to look into the first half. But the second half was really good because we saw goals, we saw like attacks, and we saw a lot of defending and a lot of shots going just past the bar and hitting the bar as well. So at the 69th minute, Erling Haaland again comes on and scores the goal. Like, comes on as in steps up and scores the goal. He played the full match, started the match, scores the goal. It was a defensive error by PSG and he tapped it in. But nonetheless, for a striker, being there at the right place at the right time is impressive. Next, Neymar equalizes from a sprint by Mbappe from the right flank, and a good cross inside, and a clean and easy finish by Neymar with his left foot. But then after 2 minutes, Erling Haaland from a pass from behind, Erling Haaland running at a great pace, and probably he ran 60 meters in 6.34 or 44 seconds. I'm not really sure about the exact measurement, but that was like 0.3 seconds less than the world record of 60 seconds. Uh, something like that. And before you knew it, he thrashed the ball at the back of the net. And for the people who watched it, you know how the sound of the net was. We heard the sound and it was scary. Before the goalkeeper and the defender got to know that there might be a shot from Erling Haaland, the ball was already at the back of the net, rolled out, hit the net and rolled outside outside the box. So great game for the young Norwegian, and from Dortmund's perspective, they could have scored more. Sancho had great chances, and also Guerrero, they had good chances of scoring, but this kind of squandered a few chances. And as for PSG, they also squandered a lot of their chances. So 10 goals, 10 shots for PSG and 12 for Dortmund. But on the bright side, Dortmund has the upper hand right now. Though an away goal by PSG might come to haunt them in the second leg, but we'll find out. Let's talk about Haaland for a while. Haaland has been an exceptional. Haaland's performance has been exceptional. Coming off of Salzburg, coming on to Borussia Dortmund, a greater team and one of the biggest in Europe, and definitely second biggest in Germany right now. And he has been scoring and he has been delivering, and he has a lot of expectations from the fans on his shoulders, but he is delivering and surprising us every day. Every day. Now, if we project his future and what kind of player he is going to be, there's a lot of scope. He has strength, he has pace, he has good vision. It's not that developed yet, but also there are places, aspects he needs to work on, and he has agreed that there is something like his first touch, and these are the things that he needs to work on, and he's going to do that. But if you see that for to be a world class player, for a striker, you might have strength like the traditional number 9. You might have strength, but not that you might not be that fast. But he has both. He has strength. He has a height of 6'3", which is huge, and he has pace. So if he can develop himself as a balanced player, where all his aspects for as a striker is good and is world class, I think we've got a star for the next generation. And also, Fans are calling this Haaland versus Mbappe thing Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi rivalries. Next generation of rivalry, as this rivalry is going to fade away in a few years. So there's a lot to look forward to in this rivalry, and I don't know if this thing is going to happen, and if these two players are going to push each other like Ronaldo and Leo Messi did, and stay on top and entertain the world of football. Uh, we'll definitely find it out in the coming years. So for Dortmund, it's a good thing that they won. So they have the upper hand right now. But in my opinion, I think Dortmund is going to play well at Paris, and they have a good chance of going through this. If Dortmund can score one goal, and even if it's a draw there, it's done. It's done for Dortmund. They'll be going up. Next is Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. As Atleticos were had their home game, it was Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool. Liverpool's game yesterday was not up to the mark. This is the first time I saw them vulnerable during the counter attacks. From the right side, they were a bit disappointing, and Atletico looked like the old Atletico. Atletico defended with all their might, all their hearts out. They defended the goal, and Liverpool surprisingly had no shots on target in the full duration of the match, and that is really, really bad. In another video in the match versus Norwich analysis, I was talking about concerns regarding scoring. Liverpool has won 13 or 12 matches where they had only a goal of one had a lead of only one goal, and they scored one goal, something like that. Like, they had this thing. So that implies that the forward line is not scoring as much as they should, and against a team like Atletico, whose defense, whose tactics is more defensive, they really had a hard time, and not a single shot on target is pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Saul gets the goal in the 6th, and Atletico wins and gets the upper hand in this tie. But in my opinion, I feel Klopp is going to come back. Klopp is going to revamp his strategy according to Atletico's playing style, and they're going to come back in the second leg. And we all remember what happened to Barca in the second leg at Anfield. We don't need to say that the 12th man at Anfield is pretty dangerous, and also Klopp's tactics and way of handling his team. In the next fixture against Atletico Madrid, is going to be really, really tough for Atleti to go past Liverpool, and I think they're going to go all guns at Atletico, and Liverpool is going to outscore them in their home leg, and they are clear favourites to win this year's UCL as well, alongside City, who have been actually suspended from European football unless their appeal is accepted, and these things is going to take time. So City are also favourites for winning the UCL, because Premier League is out of their hand, and this is possibly the only UCL they're going to play in the next 2 years. So they're going to go all guns, all out against Real Madrid, and they have a great chance of going through. So Liverpool had a bad day, and Liverpool's defense made some mistakes. Van Dijk himself, the best defender in the world right now, he made mistakes, and the midfield was not that tight, and the passes they were threading were not that good. Like, they were good, but not at the level of Liverpool, and they were definitely exploited by Atletico Madrid, where, to be honest, the score could have been worse. Atletico would have scored more goals than, thanks to whom I don't know, but the match could have been in Atletico's favor in a greater manner yesterday. So this is in my opinion, these are the analyses that I could make. I'm looking forward to you guys commenting on how you feel these two fixtures went and how you feel the next legs are going to be as uh, Borussia play away and Atletico play away matches. So till then, stay subscribed and ask your friends to subscribe to this channel so that not only we can give this to you, but also we can get ideas from you on what are the things we should cover and how we should cover so that you like it and you get the sporting news as fast as you can. Today was pretty late, I know, but like, comment down on what you want us to cover next, and we'll be sure to do it. And till then, follow all our social media handles at the rate QuartCober, and there's a lot of surprises left as we plan on covering all sports in a proper organized way. So let's look forward to that, and also let's keep supporting this beautiful game as much as we can.